Yo guys, my name is GhostX and today I've got another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video for you guys. So my last video I went in depth with the zombies mode for Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and something I discovered in Origins which is pretty cool, so check out that video if you can. There will be a link in the description. So yeah, I definitely recommend going and having a look at that video first. However, this video is completely dedicated to the multiplayer portion of Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So we've had tons and tons and tons of multiplayer information that I probably couldn't cover in multiple separate videos because they would get foreshadowed by each other and I wouldn't get enough views to sustain them. So I thought that instead I would make one video highlighting all of that sort of data into one sort of video for you guys. So first of all, I want to talk about probably the most controversial thing within Black Ops 3, and that's the new movement system. So a lot of people are getting mistaken and thinking this is like the advanced warfare movement system, and I can tell you that it isn't. Now, I haven't first-hand played this game, but this is coming from a lot of other YouTubers who I follow, subscribe to, and I watch their videos, and I'm going by the information they've given their subscribers and their sort of community. And the general sort of notion is that this new movement system is completely brand new and we haven't seen it before in Call of Duty, or any game for that matter. I may be wrong, it may be similar to another game. I know it's similar to Titanfall in a way, but it isn't exactly like that. It's very different, it's got its own unique feel to it. So from what I've gathered, basically you get something called a thrust jump, which is completely different to a boost jump. So the boost jump in Advanced Warfare gave you a instant burst of speed upwards, and it propelled you like sort of a good few meters into the air very quickly. You could use this not only to get around the map better, but also the most controversial part about it is you could use it as a battle tactic. So when you're confronted with an enemy, a lot of people would, in their instant reaction, instead of either drop shotting or instantly aiming and shooting like most people did in other Call of Duties, in this game it's less drop shot, it's more sort of boost jumping up and then killing you. This could be used to get really cheap kills, people would sort of complain about and that sort of thing. That was the biggest complaint about it, was that the boost jump made everything chaotic. It removed the flow of gameplay. It made it so that every map sort of was just too chaotic. Everything happened out of frame and you weren't able to get sort of behind cover because you were shot from random angles. Now in Black Ops 3 that doesn't happen, and the reason for that is the thrust jump works a different way. So to initiate the thrust jump, you actually have to hold the jump button or jump key, depending on what platform you're playing on, as opposed to the double jump, which was sort of a double tap of the jump button or key for the boost jump in Advanced Warfare. In this game, you sort of hold that jump button, and what that does is it slowly and gradually propels you into the air. So this is a very small, sort of jump. It sort of gradually builds up. Not only does your height build up, but also does your speed. So at first it's very slow, and the reason you can't use this as sort of a battle tactic is because if you do, you'll probably leave yourself a sitting duck and just be shot, because you move very slowly. It's not an instant burst of speed, it's very controlled and very slow, and that means it's very easy to control as well. It's actually been described as omnidirectional, which means you can sort of move while you're going up. This is something that's also come into the new slide mechanic. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the omnidirectional control of this means you can also go 360 degrees as you're being thrust jumped up. Now, everything happens at a maximum of 2 stories in Black Ops 3. There's nothing 3 stories or higher than that. Remember, in some maps in Advanced Warfare, especially Perplex from the new Ascendance DLC, has about 5 stories, which is ridiculous. That map is absolutely insane, for better or for worse, really. But in this game, it's not like that. It's 2 stories maximum, which is pretty cool. And everything happens in frame. That's been a big design focus, that nothing happens out of frame. You're not getting shot from random angles. That's a pretty big focus, which is pretty cool. I like how they're taking everything into account. Some other big things we've had apart from this movement mechanic and the whole power slide thing, which is essentially an omnidirectional thrust slide, is the specialist mechanic, which adds 9 new sort of characters have their own background story and they have their own sort of unique quirks. You know, they're sort of voiced by different actors and stuff. So you're no longer playing as this random multiplayer soldier for a specific faction, but you actually get to choose your specialist and your own character who has a background in a very in-depth story just to himself, which is pretty cool. Also, this introduces female characters as well. We've had this since Call of Duty Ghost, but it's just nice to note that we have that as well. And each specialist has its own power weapon and power ability. And these are pretty cool because the abilities, they don't work like extra abilities, but they are similar. It's the weapons that are pretty unique. They're earned in a similar way to Destiny's supers, as it is through the in-game sort of progression. Similar to a score streak, your score will accelerate the rate at which that is actually earned. The power weapons range from things like a compound bow with explosive arrows to a death machine which is built into a robot's arm because of all these cybernetics and this new technology. It's all pretty cool. So that's two big new things there. There's the new movement mechanics and the specialist mechanic, which are two big things there. So there's a lot of new things coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This is just scratching the surface. So the specialist and the movement mechanic is sort of the biggest topic for this video. Mainly I just wanted to talk to you about those two in particular. The other things are a lot smaller, but if you do want me to hear me talk about them, I will. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. GhostX out.